I do this for my culture, penny nickels in the sofa, mommy watching Oprah, daddy in the kitchen with the soda.
Okay, it's wood model for toys, it's not 3, buddy.
You know what time it is, baby? Jordan's World episode 25. You know what time it is, Jordan's World, baby. Ladies and gentlemen, episode 25. Bang, bang. Let's go. We're just gonna let it rock out, baby. I mean, that's how we doing it, man. We're just gonna let it play. I mean, you know where we at? Jordan's World. You see the tone? Shout out to Toy Lanes. Jordan's World, episode 25, ladies and gentlemen. We're letting it rock. Thank you for showing up. I see you. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, unwritten rules. I know you loved it. Gunshots. Ladies and gentlemen, we here. Jordan's World, episode 25. Bang, bang. We here, ladies and gentlemen. How we doing? I know. Make sure we good. We are here, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming back. Episode 25. Man, we are here, ladies and gentlemen. Unwritten rules. I know. It was crazy. Had you thinking about things. I know. And you're here. Like, what is he going to say next? I know. I feel like I have a lot to say, but then I really don't. And we're just going to see where we go. Jordan's World, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you share. Make sure you subscribe. If you're on Apple, subscribe. If you're on Spotify, subscribe. Hey, guess what you can do on YouTube? Subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's do it. Let's start sharing all that. Instagram, follow me. Willmouth for Toys. WILLMODEL. The number 4 TOYZ. It sounded like I was rapping, but I'm not. Look it. 10 for 10 already. Gunshots. We in here, ladies and gentlemen. Man, that was a flat tire. Look, check this out. It's crazy, right? We're gonna just jump right into it. I kind of came off like I don't trust people, right?
Tell me how you feel about.
And it's true, I don't. It's just, it is what it is. It's not like something that like I want to happen, like I want to happen, but it's something that does happen. And you're like, why don't you trust anybody? We're about to go there right now.
I do this for my culture, penny nickels.
Most people would say, oh, it's like, you know, you can blame your parents and all that. No, it's back to being vulnerable. I'm going to take it back to when you were a baby. You know what I'm saying? A baby knows, like, if it starts crying, something happened. You know what I'm saying? But there's some parents who hear the crying and they're like, nah, just let them cry it out. So then, if they see that it doesn't work, then they don't do it anymore. So I'm looking at the baby, I'm assuming, because you don't remember that shit, but I'm assuming that everyone who responded to your cry is someone who you trust. You know what I'm saying? So when it came to getting like, oh, this is my baby, and you want to share the baby, and you're like, oh, why your baby don't like people? It's like, I just don't really trust a lot of people, which is kind of weird. But, kind of see what I'm saying? So, boom.
Crazy, man.
It's kind of like how it was. Like, I was a shy person, had a keloid on my neck. Things was weird. I don't know what just dropped, but it was crazy. So, like, for me, I didn't know if I was going to get the jokes. I didn't know if I was going to get questions. I don't know. So, for me, it was like I kind of just stayed around my mom. Why? Because she kind of understood. She was there. She knows. So, boom. She's with me. She's like my protected blanket. You know what I'm saying? Someone who I know, understands. Second would be my sister, because then that's who I'm around, too. So, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Crazy, man.
I know it makes sense. I know it does. I know. We're starting early, ladies and gentlemen.
I do this for my culture, penny.
So boom, it's like, all right, I was that way, like, you know, trying to figure it out, because again, me trying to trust people, me trying to be vulnerable, it's like, dang, like,
You can do it too.
I gotta hope that you gonna not make fun of me if I it's hard to explain certain things, unwritten rules. You got a scar, you don't want to explain the scar. It could be from abuse, it could be from rape, it could be from any of these things that would make someone feel uncomfortable, in which sometimes it's best not to ask, especially if you see like scratches or something on somebody's wrist, you kind of have an idea of what it is, but don't let your curiosity get you past the point to make someone feel uncomfortable about something that they may not want to talk about. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you notice that they're covering it up or something like that. We pay attention to a lot of these things. We just kind of bypass it because if they don't say anything, then they're really not trying to do it. But you know when someone's hiding something. We'll talk about that later. So boom, as I'm that person growing up, as I get older, as far as trusting people and being vulnerable and wanting to feel like everything is like whatever, I have to.
Me like a king, I deserve to be.
It got harder as I got older because then I start noticing like how and in a way I'm being treated, you know what I'm saying? So as I get older, I'm a little more distant on the, hey, my name is Jordan, hey, let's introduce. I'm kind of just scoping it out, just seeing what's going on. I just want to know, before I give you everything that I'm willing to give, I have to make sure that you're ready for it. So I'm not going to be your friend right away. Yeah, it's so funny, right? Like, for whatever reason, I have this ability to where people feel really comfortable to tell me things. So don't forget that. So you tell me things, right? So if you're telling me certain things, right, keep this in mind. You're just letting me know. I'm not asking any questions. These are just things you're telling me, right? So boom. If this happens all the time, right? You're around your friend and then somebody call and then in front of you, they'll go, I ain't trying to talk to whoever. I ain't got time for that right now. But you know what you guys are doing in this moment is nothing. You could have answered the phone, but you didn't for whatever reason. Cool. Now, if I call you and then randomly you don't answer the phone, I'm going to think you probably did that to me. Why can't I do that? I can't say, oh, when I was around you, so-and-so. Nah, you know why? Because you're going to have an excuse. You're going to have an excuse why you lied to them, but you wouldn't lie to me. How do I trust that? See? 10 for 10.
That dude is from my culture, penny nickels in the soap.
We have to understand, like, it's certain things that we just can't erase. I seen what happened.
Get the drop, let it pop.
You ever tell somebody, no, scratch that. If somebody ever tell you a story, right? And it was like the best funny story you ever heard in your whole entire life. It was like the funniest thing, right? And you're like, damn, like it couldn't be any more funnier. And then they want to tell somebody else in front of you, but now it's this whole extra, like, it was like, man, how did the story change?
Crazy.
But time and time again, we'll sit around and just act like it didn't happen. Not me. Guess what? Seems a little weird. Why'd you put a little extra sauce? Hey, maybe you remember the second time you told the story, and or you saw the results of what you got from my response, thinking that you can get it again. But by doing that, you put a little too much. Tastes like seasoned salt to me. Flat tire. You know what I'm saying? Like, wait a minute. We need more air. I don't know. See what I'm doing? Like, I don't know. But look.
Hey, treat me like a king, I deserve to be
It
pampered.
can't be that I didn't see it because I was around. I was in the car with you when you did it over here, so you did it. So, is it wrong for me not to trust that?
That dude is penny nickels in the sofa, mommy watch.
Maybe. I don't know. All I'm saying is some things can't be erased from the mind if I know what's happening. So boom, right? My dad, you know, I never knew what he did. You know, bam, engineer. I still don't know your work hours. So it's safe to assume that maybe you're just working all the time. Right? And then I say, hey, you know what? You got the weekends off when we are together. So I would assume that based off of your work week, guess what you're doing? You're going to utilize this time. You're going to show me the things that I don't know. You're going to tell me the things that's going to help me blossom into this flower that I'm destined to be. But based on how things were with you, you didn't give me that. So anything that you said to me, I couldn't really trust based on your actions. On the weekend, we're not talking about nothing. You're trying to have me read books and fold other people's laundry. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not what I needed. You know what I'm saying? So anything that you give me as far as information and or anything is gonna be with like a filter.
Good morning, and then it dawned on them. The niggas they callin' the best. I moonwalk on.
It's gonna be like a filter of like, nah, I don't really believe you. Only because of your actions. And based on me being who I am, I'm an action person. So if I go out with my mom and let's say somebody's like, oh, he got baby balls under his neck, and she goes, nah, we ain't doing that, woo, 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 woo. I'm looking at that like, oh, man, I didn't have to say anything. She stood up for the cause. The cause being my feelings, she was able to do that. So, with her, I trust being around her in these type of situations. Same thing for my sister. And then after that, it was like a little fickle. But outside of that, we built the trust of like, dislike, all that type of stuff. So, that took years of me being around my mom, my dad, and my sister to kind of see the difference in what I needed. So it's like, all right, cool. She ain't really clicking, but I built this trust with them. It's really hard for somebody to come in and be like, hey, I want to be your new friend. My new friend, like, I wouldn't even trust you, like, I gotta see you. And it's funny because it's like, it's not that your friends are lying to these people or whatever. You don't care because you're gonna support what they do because, hey, you probably do the same shit. I'm getting dry.
I do this from my culture, penny nigga.
So, while you doing the same shit, that's like another common thing that you guys have, in which when they do tell you, oh man, you know I wouldn't do you like that, you kind of believe them. You know what I'm saying? Only because y'all built whatever. So, with me, man, like, it's hard to trust my own dad. So now we got to talk about people, and then I'll tell you about my friends. And it's like, I had to trust my friend at the party, but he had my CDs. But was it only for the convenience of the CDs? You know what I'm saying? Because all in my mind, I'm looking at things, I'm looking at patterns, I'm seeing who you are, because I know your deep, dark secrets for whatever reason you told me. I just know them now. So now,
Kind of tripping, right?
things got to match. Now, I'm holding you to a whole nother degree. Sounds like I'm rambling, but check this out. When your trust gets to a certain level, anything
Crazy, man.
So by building trust with me, like, everything has to match. And I know I probably forgot what I said, but it doesn't matter. I'm gonna bring it back. Everything has to match. We have to be at that level. And once we get to that level, the things that some people could do, you get away with it. Like, it's cool. Like, though it does sound weird, especially if it's consistent. If it's consistent behavior on a way that I know that you're not, then it's like, all right, I gotta look at you a little different. And it's then this filter of like, let me see if you're telling the truth or if you're lying. You know what I'm saying? So, prime example. What's a good one? Oh, boom, this is a good one, right? So, like, let's say photography, right? So when I started doing photography, I had a friend at the time. We were going to do this together.
Crazy, man.
Now, Wilma Tours, that didn't exist, but like, we were going to do photography together. Like, it was so trash. Jay's photography, or was it Jay's? Yeah, it was Jay's photography. Extra trash, right? But cool. So we was doing a wedding, right? We did a wedding, and I'm under the belief, like, it's quality over quantity. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd rather give you the best of, like, everything than to just give you, like, hella fillers. So for me, a wedding, I'm thinking if we do all the key pictures, maybe all together, we'll probably have 100 pictures. And that's, you do 40, I do 40, or 45. We max out at 50 each because we have 2 different views and we got, different pictures. So it's like, all right, cool. That's what I'm under the belief. Like, all right, that's what we're doing. We built this, whatever. We're going to do this,
I do this from my culture, penny nigga.
And keep in mind, I'm a shy person, whatever the case is back then. So as far as doing all the business work and all that, like, he took care of that. Like, so he did the setting up, he was sending the emails, all that. Make sure I'm good. I do the email. Damn, how many pictures I do? I think I did like 25. I think I did like 25 pictures. And then it's for engagement pictures, not a wedding, so scratch that. It's for engagement pictures. Bam. I was like, we didn't get 40, they can just get 40. Bam. I did 15. He sent over 70. I'm like, why would you do that?
Crazy, man.
You know what I'm saying? So now I'm thinking like, this is kind of weird. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you send 70 and then I send 40, now that's 110. So now when they're telling their friends, they're going to say, oh, we got 110 for this price. And it's like, no, we can't do that. We have to hold our work to a certain level. And if we don't do that, then we'll just be the cheap guys with the camera. That's how I'm thinking. So, boom, I'm like, damn, why you send so many pictures? He said whatever he said, and then it was like, all right, cool. I kind of trusted, but I was like, next time let's just kind of stick to, what we said, because it makes me seem like I didn't do enough. You know what I'm saying? Or I should have did enough. Or you know what I'm saying? Or kind of like you trying to like overshadow what I did. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I'm feeling. And it's like, damn, why you feel like that if it's your friend? Because it doesn't make any sense. We said at least 40. I did 15. You could have wilded out on 35. Why would you send 70? With now they got 85 pictures. Like, what are we doing? Like, things ain't making sense. So with that, it's like I immediately, now that I know business wise, I can't really trust you. I start my own. I just do it on my own. So boom. Now with my for toys is getting started, and I'm not gonna go into that, but boom, it's because I don't wait. I like to do things my way all the time. So if I can't really do it my way, I don't want anything to do with it. Hey, we can still do it, but I'm gonna kind of build my own thing over here because I kind of see where I want to go. You know what I mean? So
Treat me like a king, I deserve to be
with that philosophy, like I applied that in everything, which was a bad thing in most times, but that's just how I am. I don't know how to just wait, like, oh, no. Like, if it ain't now, then no. And if you want it to be now, cool, I'll wait.
You said that last time?
But I'm still already working on something else because I don't know how to just wait around. Like, I'm not a wait around person. So when I seen that we was going the other way instead of the way that we talk, I immediately like, okay, this is now my next plan because we can't wait. And once you veer off of the plan, now what was like a pillow path is now some other shit. Now I gotta go through shit I wasn't expecting to go through.
Hey, treat me like a king, I deserve to be pampered.
Now I gotta work harder on pictures. It's not what we talked about. This isn't, if we talk about something, if you know, you know. Why are we doing this? You know how I am, so you thought, maybe not. What do you want me to do? Look, I'm gonna be me. Jordan's World, ladies and gentlemen, 10 for 10 every time. And look, most of the time, if you do the things outside of what the plan is, the plans go awry. Look at this. Whole business got shut down off of one poor decision. Don't like your pancakes. Look, and it's no offense to what you were trying to do. You just didn't tell me this is the type of move you're trying to make. In which, you put me in a situation to where I gotta do my own thing. 10 for 10, flat tire. I see it. I gotta take baby sips of the water because it ran out. Needless to say, your actions gotta make sense. I wanted a Sprite, you came back with a 7-Up. I can't trust you to go get soda. You know what I'm saying? You a continual, you continue to sideswipe. Hey man, do your thing. I'm not here to change you. But I have to change me being around you. You see, everybody wins. If you want me happy, let me do what makes me happy. Because I'm letting you do what makes you happy. The difference is I'm telling you what and why I'm doing it, and you have no reason. It was a mistake. Ain't no mistakes. You know how many people make mistakes? A lot. But it's only a mistake if you own up to it. But my bad ain't cutting it. Change action. Here, you know what, my dad? Hey, man, you know I have to work this weekend. Hey, man, you can't get the day off? Damn, man. Why I can't see you on Tuesday? You don't even have the answers. And you know why you don't have the answers? Because you don't want to know the answers. You're okay with how things are. But you think you build enough with me to where I'm okay with what you're doing. In which I'm not. But you don't even know.
When you said that last time?
You see? Because hey, Jordy, we're gonna go shoot some hoops. No. I want to know how to wipe my ass. Just tell me how to do that. Could you? And I know it seems like I'm stuck on that, but I just think it's funny. Because you guys are continuing to check now. See? Jordan's World, teaching you things, taking you to the next level, ladies and gentlemen. I'm so tired, I don't know why. Ran out of water. But, so with me, it takes a whole lot. So in relationships, right?
I do this from my culture, penny nickels and
I couldn't even compliment my wife, right, when we were together. Well, we were still together, but in the beginning, I couldn't compliment her. I didn't trust her with that information because of who I thought I was. If I say you beautiful, then you think you extra, extra beautiful because I said it. So if I don't say it, then you'll kind of stay at the level to where I can see where you go. You know what I'm saying? Because if you get a power that you're not ready for yet, then you might do something that's a little crazy. But I gotta trust that first. So I was halfway complimenting. Like, I wouldn't tell anything about myself. Like, it was just horrible. Like, I was the worst in the beginning. But it was just a trust thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do I know you really like me? You know what I'm saying? Because as far as cooking and cleaning, all that stuff don't even matter. And this is why I said back in episode 6, I believe, or episode 5, or one of them episodes, what could you do for me that no one else can do? And if you can't do that, then your place is as equal as everyone that isn't even supposed to be on the level that you're on. You know that made sense. 10 for 10, Jordan's World.
I do this for my culture, penny nigga.
I'm down to sips on this water. But it's like, if you are just as equal as the people that I trust to take the garbage out, well, that's the level that you on. I want to be like, don't give me the grunt work. I want the real stuff. The stuff that, like, dang, if I didn't have this conversation with this person, or if I didn't do this, then I wouldn't have made it to this, to this point. And that's what you have to be for me. You have to be able to take me to the next level, just like I have to be willing to take you to the next level. But you have to trust in all my decisions outside of our interactions, just as I have to trust that way you don't bring anything my way, I don't bring anything your way. You know what I'm saying? So at the time in the beginning of our relationship, I'm not like a really standoff person. So again, this is since I don't know how to be around somebody without, just observing first. I just want to see how things going on, despite what I may hear. I just want to see, hey man, cool. You know what I mean? You're cool with me. As long as you ain't on no weird stuff with me, besides any of that really weird stuff, hey man, we cool. Like,
You can do it.
so we gotta build that. I just can't off rip tell you my life story. Like, nah. So with my wife, it was like moments where it was like, it wasn't sex. Like, it was just us chilling, talking, and building a certain level of trust. And without that type of stuff, then for me, without that type of stuff, it would be so hard to get anywhere near me to the point to where I'm being vulnerable with you. You know what I'm saying? But the route that we went on some friend stuff, not really wanting to get, not necessarily, our relationship wasn't built on going into a relationship. It was more like a friendship. It was like almost like a story goes, you know what I'm saying? Even with the bullshit. So, but even then, it was like I would do things to see, like, all right, is she really gonna stick around? Like, all the little dumb shit, you know what I'm saying? But for me, that's like the obstacle course you gotta go through to get my trust, you know what I'm saying? And we all have those type of things, yet we don't pay attention to them enough. I caught on a lot early to where I could be like, all right, in what ways could I feel like I could trust you, you know what I'm saying? Like, with things that I care about, you know what I mean? So, like, if I care about appearance, if I say, all right, come on, let's go to dinner, and then you show up in a corduroy outfit, like, what are we doing with a corduroy? What are you doing? You know what I'm saying? You smell like smoke walking through.
Crazy, man.
Every time you go to the bathroom. I'm not trying to have old girl lighting matches in the bathroom again. Like, we're not doing that. I'm sorry. So you can't show up with the corduroy.
I do this for my culture, penny nickels in the sofa, mommy.
I'm not gonna, I have to, so then cool. So let's say you did show up in the corduroy and all that. I'll be like, hey,
Tell me how you feel about me. Tell me.
why this ensemble? You know what I mean? And then you'll say, oh, it's fashion, whatever. Depending on your answer, will let me know, like, all right, cool. Maybe you're not really a fashion person. Maybe you don't know how to dress. And I would have to then be willing to work with that. You know what I'm saying? Just as if somebody's bad with money, you do the business, are you trusting that? Probably not. Why? Because of the actions. It always goes to the actions. You can say whatever you want. You could write a book. But if your actions ain't really, in line with what you're saying, you think people gonna believe you? You know what I'm saying? Like, take a business, for instance, right? if you know me to be a joker, right? You may say, all right, I can't take him serious taking pictures. Or I can't take him serious doing a podcast. Why? Because you know me as a jokester. But you gotta look at all my actions. Got kids, you know what I'm saying? They clean, you know what I mean? Like, but you don't get to see any of that if I don't show any of that. Back to me being vulnerable. I have to show you the things to make you think different of me if you only know whatever. But I have to then trust that by me giving you this, you're going to use it to what I think you're going to use it for. In turn, not use it against me, like, oh, he let his son wear mismatched shoes and socks. He, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit like that. Like, it just got to make sense. But I'm going to make sure we're good. So I say all that to say, ladies and gentlemen, when you're vulnerable with the people that you're around, it's cool.
Tell me how you feel about me.
Make sure it's people that you trust, people that when your back's against the wall with the information that you have to divulge, when you just need to vent. That's another thing, venting. Who you venting to?
I do this for my culture, penny nickels in the...
Frank at the job is not the right person to vent to about your personal problems. When you're venting to someone, venting is like being drunk. Venting when, like, heated a moment, just got in a car crash. When you tell somebody, I can't believe the whoop whoop whoop, the doop doop doop, it's the heat of the moment. It's like you're drunk. All the truth comes out in that moment. So, if you're doing that with the wrong people,
I love you from a distance.
why are you trusting them? Frank at the job, but should hear about these things going on with your baby dad? Should Dorleen know how bad your wife's cooking is? These things, when you talk to family, even though family can use things against you, they will look stupid telling other people about you because then that's family. You know what I'm saying? So it's almost different when you're telling family versus you telling like a stranger. A stranger not being family based on if we not cool, there's no way that you're coming to a barbecue. You know what I'm saying? Whereas family, I may not be cool with you, but my cousin's still gonna show up. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just how it is. So you gotta just know who you're venting to, because that's when the honesty comes out. You gotta know who you're talking to. You know who you trust. Make sure everything good. You gotta know who to trust. And half of the time, we trust the wrong people with the right information. See? I thought it was gonna be the wrong information. Didn't even know. You know what I mean? Thought it was gone. See, I gotta mix it up. When you don't know, see, it's 10 for 10. I'm just gonna do this from now on, a butterfly.
They call them the best.
10 for 10, ladies and gentlemen. I think I ran out of water. I did.
I do this for my culture, penny nickels.
Don't matter, we still going. I'll go for like 15, but look.
But you know what else?
So, you know, we have our childhood friends. We have family members. We have friends. We have strangers in line at the grocery store. Know who we're talking to. The world is a lot smaller than you think. It's 6 degrees of separation. From you can know Frank, but Frank know whoop 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 that whoop 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 and know whoop 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 and that whoop 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 know you. You know what I'm saying? So reputation. If you the guy that lie, guess what? Everybody's gonna know. Flat tire. I mean, reputation is everything, ladies and gentlemen. People, oh my gosh, I don't even have enough time for this. But look, your reputation is everything. You could be the guy that's like this, the girl that's like that, but don't think that nobody's gonna know.
Crazy, man.
Once one person knows, the world knows. And now with the internet, it's even smaller than that. So, know who we are around the right people, and that way our reputation can be what our reputation is. You only put out what you want people to know. So if you're a scammer and you're talking about scamming and you only do the scamming, that's how people are going to know you. So when it comes to wanting to do a business with you, why would you think I would do that? I know what you do outside of what you want to do.
Crazy, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Like, you're not just hopping in my bed. You're a porno star, bro. That's what you're trying to do now? We can't share beds. You can't sleep in my room while I'm going to your house. I'm sorry. I know what you do. Sleep on the couch, bro. Company. Couch. That's how it works. Our sofa for the fancy people. I say futon, but, you know. Anyway, 10 for 10. Jordan's World, episode 25. See, it's the butterfly thing. But anyway, we keep walking by. But anyway, man. Shit crazy, man. You know, back to the kids. Do your kids trust you? I'm all over the place. Do your kids trust you?
Crazy, man.
When they have their problems in life, when their back is against the wall, are they telling you first? Or are they telling their friends? Damn. Even though they have more time with their friends and all that, you still should be like a level or two under that.
You can do it too.
For you to be all the way down here, you better talk to your kids now. Because, you know, that's one thing I can say about my kids. Like, their honesty is like, if I say, hey, look, man, be honest with me, man, nothing's gonna happen. Not that my kids get beat or anything like that. But, like, you're not gonna get in trouble. Just be honest.
Tell me how you feel about me, tell me.
Not all the time, I'm not gonna say they're honest all the time. But, when their back is against the wall, and it's time to tell the truth. They're gonna tell the truth. And, like, that's something that is just like, it worked. Something I did during these years of what I didn't think I was doing right, it's slowly going to where I want it to be. You know what I'm saying? So for them to be able to be honest, even though they can get in trouble, ultimately they will, but it's like, hey man, at least you told the truth. You know what I'm saying? And as long as you're willing to tell me the truth, I'm alright with it. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not going to bust you out. Like, just when you're with your friends, right? You know your friend could be lying about something. But because you're rolling with them and they can't look like a liar in front of them, you just kind of let the lie go off. So when y'all get around each other, y'all might bring it up like, oh, come on, you know, he was fronting, whooping his line, yeah, whatever, but they some bitch ass niggas, whatever, you know what I'm saying? So it's cool. And y'all both laugh about it and it's whatever. So
You can do it too.
that's just what it is, man. You know, I don't even know. My allergies is going, I ran out of water, my voice is starting to crack, but needless to say, man, I just wanted to, you know, emphasize that, yeah, I don't really trust a lot of people, man. It's really hard, man. And,
Crazy.
And I know that, and I'm making, like, the necessary precautions and steps to try to change that, to open up a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Even though I do it on here, but, like, more in real life, you know what I'm saying? Like, be a little more, like, friendly, you know what I mean? I don't come off as friendly, but I am. I feel like I am, you know? Probably not. Whatever. Still don't have water. I keep reading for this mug, but needless to say, man, Jordan's World episode 25, man, trust people a little bit, man. I'm trying, you know what I mean? But if the actions,
Baby, ain't you tired of all this
I
running?
don't care what you say. Look, if your actions ain't matching what you saying,
Love you from a distance.
just gonna sit back and look like, okay. Now you said in this type of situation, this is what you would do, or this is what you said you were going to do because this is the way you are. And then if I don't see him, just take a little note.
I love you from a distance.
Just take a little note, and then I'm just gonna wait until the next time. And then if whatever reason you feel like I need to be doing the same type of things that you're doing, I'll bring up, hey, what happened here?
Okay, I'm reloading.
Is it wrong for me to take notes? The test, it's a pop quiz every day. I'm just ready. You know what I'm saying? You have to be ready. You know what seeds are planted. Okay, cool, I'm going on a cruise next year. You plant the seed. And how do you keep it growing? You just gotta keep going back, put a little water, you know, put a little heat lamp maybe. I don't know, whatever you're growing. I ain't saying nothing, man, do your thing, man. But needless to say, man, be a little more open. Look at the actions over the words. Actions over words. You know what I'm saying? Action over words. People are gonna steal it. I'm gonna put it on a shirt for the next one, just so people can know that they want to buy the shirt and shit like that. Jordan's World episode 25. I didn't want this one to be hella long because I wanted to do like a whole hour and a half, but I think you guys pretty much get the point, man. We gotta just, you know, take steps to think outside of the box. think about where we want to go and the things that we want to do to get there, the people that we have around, and trust a little bit, but only the actions over the words. I ain't even give y'all that many snipers this time because I wanted to just wake up and do some new shit on 26. I just wanted to kind of get this out there, you know. Episode 25, Lipsis chapter shit, Jordan's World. You know what time it is, man. Here's Gang in this thing, Jessica Elise Studio, Fashion Criminal Clothing, Will Marfa Toys, Torelli Mo. Make sure to check out the music, all that. Shout out to my kids, all that. Here's Gang in this thing, Jordan's World, episode 25, bang bang, gang gang, all that. Nah, I don't want to do.
It's from my culture, penny nickels in the sofa. Mommy watching Oprah, daddy in the kitchen with the soda.
Okay, it's wood model for toys. It's not 3, buddy.